Hello, friends. Here I'm holding up my second book, House Calls, to introduce a subject that has gotten rejuvenation in this current COVID, quote, crisis. I wrote this book because when I was in medical schools, house calls were a thing of the past, what happened in the olden days. And there wasn't said much positive about them because they didn't have a laboratory in their house or whatever else. People weren't comfortable to visit strangers. It was maybe my favorite part of medicine because I could snoop. Every room had something to offer my understanding about the patient and their life. And the family, if they lived with anybody, pictures on the wall, books, neatness, cleanliness, those kinds of things all were said. And also, when you went in a person's house, often you had permission to say things you may not have said in an office and ask things as, is this conversation or is it medical? And for me, it was all medical. It was me trying to get closer to a patient. And why we've ended up doing this podcast is that Susan is saying that now with COVID, there is a call in the greater U.S. community for there to be many more people making house calls. Home care
workers.
Working. And we actually have a home care worker with us today. And maybe you can tell us something about your life in home care.
Well, I've only been doing home care for a couple of years, but I have definitely enjoyed the feeling of a intimate setting. It feels very nurturing to be part of someone's home. And I feel like I can nurture someone when I'm in their home. And I have misgivings about institutions. So it's good to be able to spread love through a intimate setting like I am able to do in a home care setting.
I wonder if one of the things you liked about home care settings is the actual setting and looking and snooping in a person's life.
Yeah. You look for all the resources that the home can provide, and that does require some snooping. And to find out what a person's interests are and passions and where they can use help as well.
And I wonder if in home care you also add ways you can help by seeing what in their environment helps them. So a Bible is one, or religious symbols, or strong political symbols, or exercise equipment, etc.
And then there's the kitchen. I like to cook, so food is a great healer, and sharing that experience with the client definitely fills me with joy. Right, and sometimes there's a lack of resources, and so you want to try to say, okay, we should bring this into the house. We can set up therapies with added equipment of one type or another.
You might encourage them to have more vegetables.
I try. I do try. And some people do like vegetables, so that's the good news.